Last month, new Milford High Athletic Director Peter Boucher and Principal Carolyn Banach unveiled a brand new award at the high school called the Scarlet Hawk of the Week, and we were able to introduce you to the first two winners. Over the last few weeks, the high school has continued to seek out deserving students who have what it takes on the athletic fields and in the classroom to earn the title. Once again, we were able to catch up with Mr. Boucher and Mrs. Banach so they could officially announce the latest group of winners of the Scarlet Hawk of the Week.
So basically, the Scarlet Hawk of the Week really sort of sprung from the athletic world. And what I was trying to do as the new athletic director was really encourage kids to pursue excellence. We really wanted them to work hard. It's a 9, 10, 11, and grade 12 award. It doesn't have to be a senior, doesn't need to be a junior. It's any student athlete who I have recognized or Principal Banach has seen, and mostly from the head coaches. The head coaches will also, on a weekly basis, nominate student athletes who have really just put forth a ton of effort and a ton of energy in their practices. That's really important. And in the games too, to really sort of compete and represent Milford High School.
And I think the segue of that into the whole element of educational athletics. And,
Agreed.
What is it that these students are doing that goes above and beyond how it is that they separate themselves as leaders on the field, on the court, on the rink, in their athletic programs, but as well as in the classroom.
Agreed.
And I think these students really exemplify that across the board in all the activities that they're involved with at the high school.
I think that's an important point that our principal brings up. It's comprehensive. You know, student athlete, it's not athlete student. It starts with the academic world and then segues into the athletics, and I think it's great that we can recognize them for 2 or 3 categories. It might be activities as well, so you might have academics, you might have athletics and activities, and most of the time you'll find that the students that we're presenting to you would be kids who are really doing a great job across the board.
They're role models in the classroom, and I think that that carries into the field of their academic and athletic achievements. And they are students that we can turn to set that bar, to raise the bar, to really bring others into the fold of excellence and our expectations of what a student athlete is in Milford High School.
So specifically speaking about some of the Scarlet Hawks of the week for the past 5 weeks, Gio Tuttle, senior football player, but he received the award for wrestling. I would like to mention that he received the Tiger D'Amico Offensive Lineman of the Year award for the Thanksgiving Day game. Amazing. Just a great, gritty, hardworking guy. He's the type of student athlete that the other kids on the team just are going to follow because of his hard work in practice and because of the way that he competes in the wrestling meets. I mean, I can't say enough of good things about him. He's
Absolutely.
Just a wonderful kid.
And he's on student leadership, and he's involved in so many aspects of school life, as are all the students, and he's just an outstanding student.
Hi, I'm Gio Tuttle. I'm a senior at Milford High, and I play football, wrestling, and lacrosse. I played right guard, number 60, but number 1 in your hearts, ladies. It was crazy, up and down the whole year, but to finish off the way we did, making the playoffs over in 5 years, getting a playoff win, then going into a tough game against Walpole was just, it was tough to lose, but to come back, beat Stoughton, and then play the Thanksgiving game, not on Thanksgiving though, but to win that last game was something I'll never forget. I was actually voted captain for the wrestling team, which I didn't think I was going because I wasn't a starter last year or anything, but being a leader on the wrestling team, because we got a few characters that, you know, wrestling, they're just animals and we got to take care of them, tame them, but I like trying to be a vocal leader, showing them what I can do and like teaching them from right from wrong and learning better from their experiences.
Jumping to Clarissa Mieres, she, I believe, is our Athlete of the Year for the yearbook, for our female Athlete of the Year. She received the award for girls basketball. However, she does play 3 sports, and for her, really, she's a great role model. She's one of she's one of 3 seniors playing basketball this year, and I got to tell you, you can't tell the difference between a basketball practice and a basketball game with her. She just plays hard. And sometimes she'll jump into the JV practices because she wants to get more practice and she wants to inspire the young gals. So for me, you know what, if you wanted to mold a female Scarlet Hawk of the Week, she's it. She's just amazing with the way she approaches athletics.
I'm Clarissa Miaris, and I play field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse for the high school. I'm a captain for all 3 of them. That's kind of been a little bit of a challenge, but It's getting better, getting easier as we go. I was happy about it. I wasn't expecting it, to be completely honest, because Mr. Boucher walked in and he was like, "Oh, one of the girls on your team won it," and every single girl on my team works hard, so it could have been any single one of them. But I was happy when he told me.
Tina Capone is one of our younger Scarlet Hawks of the week. She is a freshman playing junior varsity basketball, and I think most people would be surprised to see that a junior varsity player was recognized. However, all of the coaches in the basketball program recognize how hard she works and how far she's come with her skill set. But again, it's not about being the best player, it's about having the best attitude, and it's about pursuing excellence and really just trying to get to that next level. Tina's done a wonderful job. She's a great young lady, and there's great things in store for her.
Hi, I'm Christina Capone, and I play basketball, field hockey, and track. I really like all of them, but I think maybe field hockey is my #1 sport. I try to be a leader, but being a freshman last year, it's been kind of hard. You kind of look up to the older people to be your leaders, so I'm trying to be a little more of a leader this year. My favorite sports memory was for field hockey. We had a game for a girl, Alex, who passed away, and she was a alumni for the field hockey team. And we had a game dedicated for her, and it was a really tight game, and we came out and we won, and we just had so much support and so many people there for us, and it was a really good feeling to win for Alex.
Patrick Boucher, who is a freshman, who, again, I got to tell you, this guy plays basketball like it's football. And not that he knocks people over. He reminds me, for all the more veteran generation out there watching, I would say Patrick reminds me of Larry Bird. If there's a ball an inch away from the sideline and he's got to go 20 feet to get it, he throws himself on the floor, he'll throw himself to another player. He doesn't care. If he can get a rebound, if he can grab the ball, if he can get a point, if he can make a pass, it's not about individual statistics with Patrick, it's about playing the game. And again, you're probably hearing a theme here. It's hard to determine whether or not he's practicing or playing. To him, he's always wearing a uniform. Doesn't matter. This kid plays hard, and there's great things in store for this young man because he's just a great role model for that freshman class. And he's another one where all three of the basketball coaches said this guy should be a Scarlet Hawk of the week. And I love watching him play. He's fun to watch.
Very physical game,
yeah.
and I think that's that brings that energy and that positive spirit of competitiveness, and then that's what we're looking for.
Absolutely.
With our student athletes.
Yep. No matter what the score is, he works hard. Whether we're up by a lot, and we're never down by a lot with the freshman basketball team. They've won a lot of games, but a lot of that is because of the way Patrick approaches the game, and his teammates absolutely do the same thing. So it's wonderful.
Hi, my name is Patrick Boucher, and I play football, basketball, and lacrosse at the high school. I really like contact sports, and football kind of is the main contact sport other than hockey, and I can't skate, so I got pulled up to varsity, and this is my first year playing high school football, so I was pretty happy about that. I ended up playing on the varsity, JV, and freshman team, so I had 3 games a week, which was pretty fun. It was a little difficult at first because, everyone was a lot stronger than me and a lot more seasoned than I was, but I feel like they kind of accepted me on the team, so I felt welcomed there every practice. I didn't really feel that uncomfortable about halfway through it. It felt pretty good to get it when I heard I was the only freshman that's gotten it. I feel proud of myself for working hard.
Talking about Drew Wild, I'm guessing that most of the folks out there know Drew. He's one of our most talented hockey players. He, as a junior, scored. I know I did a lot of research on him. Scored a lot of goals last year. He's had to take on a lot of the stress and weight of scoring a lot of goals this year because 2 of those guys graduated, and he's more of a quiet leader. Drew in practice and in games, basically just he's great at passing. He's great at both defense, offense. But you know what? You give that kid the puck and he's going to find the back of the net. And I think he's one of our more lead by example. You watch him play. He doesn't need to be rah-rah. He doesn't need to be yelling. You have to match his level of energy, enthusiasm when he skates, because if you don't, he's going right by you. Absolutely love the way that kid skates and love the way he plays hockey.
He is so devoted to
Yeah.
his sport.
Yep.
And if the audience has never had the pleasure of watching a Milford High School hockey game, the Scarlet Hawk Army,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
come on out.
unbelievable. It is so much fun.
Agreed.
And Drew, he skates his heart out every single
Yep.
game. He brings so much energy onto that ice. The kids in the stands, they love him. They love the team. And
Yep.
the hockey program is just, it's an outstanding program that we're very proud of.
Great stuff. We're looking for the tournament this year with the hockey team, we're hoping, and yeah, Drew's a big part of that.
Hello, my name is Drew Wild, and I play baseball and hockey here at the high school. These past couple of years, we've reached the playoffs each year. This year, we're trying to take it farther each year. That's our goal, is to obviously win a championship and take it to the next level each year. Try to get better each day. I'm more of a quiet leader. I don't really say much, but when I say a little bit maybe on the ice, that's about it. I'm really quiet. Really happy. I got called out of class, and it was a good honor. I was happy for it. Yeah, I think especially on teams, like, people want to work hard to get that achievement, and I think it's a good thing.
It's become competitive amongst the student athletes, which is what we wanted. We want to recognize the pursuit of excellence, and kids will drop into my office on Monday and say, "Who's getting the shirt? Who's getting it today?" You know, and that's great. That's what we want. You know, we want people to want to pursue excellence and championship expectations. You know, we want people working hard and coaching hard and planning hard, and following our principle and following our expectations as a group to just do the absolute best you can do today, go home and rest, and then come back tomorrow and do it again.